Okay, so this video I want to make about roughly the three different types of guys who buy hookers, who buy prostitutes, and I'm going to explain exactly where I am because I will buy a prostitute whenever I'm in the mood to buy a prostitute. I'm not shy about it. I'll own that shit because sometimes I'm just in the mood to buy a hooker. So there's usually three different types of guys who buys hookers, right? And I'm not faulting anybody. I'm not trying to call out anybody or make fun of anybody. This is usually the reality because when I hang around brothels, they would be open now, but coronavirus has fucked everything up. But it's the usual thing, even when you walk around brothels, when you look around and see the guys that are in there, it's usually it will be one of these three guys. Guy number one, I'm going to start off with me. The guy like me. The guy like me is either married or has a girlfriend at the time or is single and he strictly is a womanizer, okay? This guy likes to fuck bitches. And this guy does not have to talk to a bitch. He don't even got to look a bitch in the eye. He just strictly wants to use a woman's body and then get the fuck out of there the second he's done. Whether he went to a brothel or is in his car or he had the bitch come over to his place. Whatever it is, guy number one is not trying to talk to a bitch. The guy number one, he's not trying to wine and dine the bitch. He's not trying to fucking start this fake relationship, trying to pretend he's interested in what she's talking about and want her to pretend that she's interested in him. Guy number one doesn't care. Guy number one, it's strictly about using a woman's body and leaving. He's not hanging out with her. You see, a lot of times this guy he's already been married. He's already lived with a woman. He knows what this is. He knows. Look, bring a woman too deeply inside shit is going to do nothing but slow his life down. That's guy number one. Guy number two, let's go to the other worst case scenario. Guy number two, this is the guy who literally cannot pull a bitch. So his only chance is to walk up to a bitch with some money. And many of these guys won't have the courage to buy a hooker, but some guys do. They would just literally just offer money to bitches. Now, this varies. Some guy would just offer a bitch $100 for an hour. Other guys, they'll disguise it as, oh, well, I wine and dine you. That means I can fuck you when I'm done. It's still prostitution. Now, whether the guy realizes it or not, it's really on him. But any way you pull it, just like how I say in other videos, to be woman is to be prostitute. There's no way around it, okay? The only reason why woman exists is to be prostitute. She's looking for a certifiable protector to protect her in exchange for giving him pussy. That's it. Whether it's financial, physical, mental, emotional, whatever the fuck. Whatever protection she's looking for that protection in exchange for sex. Period. Period. Okay? Okay, then there's guy, let's say, okay, now guy number three. Guy number three is like this guy. This man who sent $40,000 to a woman he has never met. This guy, and like I said, I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm not trying to call anybody out, okay? Because if you fall into one of these categories, then fuck it. That's you. And do whatever you do. Do whatever works for you. I'm just explaining the reality. Guy number three is guys like this guy who sent $40,000 to a bitch he never met, right? This guy was so wrapped up in his ex-girlfriend. He said he dated his high school sweetheart for 13 years. And the reason I'm explaining this is because I don't know if YouTube is going to take this shit down. Because like I said, because I'm taking YouTube shit. So like I'm not even mad they take it down because I'm clearly taking their shit and putting it on my channel and talking over it. So I'm not even mad about it. But they might cut this shit out. So if they do, I'm trying to explain all this while it's paused. That way I can at least get my point across. Now, with this guy, he is so wrapped. He was pretty much alpha widowed from his ex-girlfriend. He was high school sweethearts with a bitch. They were sweethearts for 13 years, and the bitch bounced on him. So he's a nail technician now. He works on bitches' toenails and fingernails. Which, I mean, do whatever you gotta do. It's life. It's a job. Make money. Hustle. Go about it. I'm not making fun of him for that. But he was alpha widowed, and I don't see him as a type that will go buy a prostitute, but you never know. You never know who is the type to go do it. I don't see, just from when I watched this clip earlier, I don't see him as the type to go do that. So what he would rather do is he he would rather fall. This man, guy number 3, would rather fall for anything that's going to tell him what he wants to hear. He is the equivalent. This man is the equivalent of a 40-year-old washed up woman who is kind of cute. It's almost the same thing. The end result was the same thing. They're both diving headfirst into anything that's going to tell them whatever they think they want to hear. Not even what they need to hear, whatever they think they want to hear. Okay? That's just it. And he's not looking at any logic. He's not looking at any reality. Just like the woman. They're not looking at, these people are not looking at any reality of the situation, any logic, because it's going to hurt. So instead of looking at reality, they'll rather just, whoever's going to tell them whatever they want to hear, that's where they're going to go. Point blank. This man sent $40,000 to a bitch he's never seen. This is the same shit that washed up women do. When they hit this same boat, you see them on Dr. Phil, they sent $350,000 to a Nigerian prince. You see the stories all the time on Dr. Phil. This is what happens. Men and women, like, we're different, but we do end up, the same end goal is we both just want love. The problem in wanting love is some people get too hyped up in this media-driven dream of perfection. That's what fucks up the two sexes in the end. They both get to the same point in time. It just takes, men and women a different time period to get there, but they both end up there in time. But like I said, what fucks men and women up is they get this twisted view of some media-driven bliss. That's completely distorted from their actual reality in life and the reality of the situation. It's driven off of all the wrong reasons. Okay? And I think he ends up actually beating the bitch. The bitch, she actually ends up being a real girl. But it's all built off of the wrong shit. It's all built. These dudes are like talking about marrying these foreign women, and they ain't never even seen them before. You ain't even seen them yet. They just seen a picture of them and talk to them, and they want to marry these hoes. See, like, all of that is it's all for the wrong reasons. All for the wrong reasons. And this guy is the type of guy, he's doing prostitution, but see, he is so lost in his pattern of dreaming for his ex and getting that perfection that his ex probably used to be, that he doesn't realize he's a John. He's mutated strictly into a John at this point. He doesn't care if the woman actually likes him. Okay, all the woman has to do is text back, "Oh, thank you, baby," and he's in love. That's all it's going to take from him. That's all it's going to take. And he's lost. He's sick and he's lost. That's what it is. And I'm not trying to make fun. I'm not making fun. It's just the reality of what happened. So now I'm going to hit play. So YouTube might fuck around and block it, because I'm not mad they do, because I'm taking YouTube shit. So if I do end up like making my own website or something, I'm going to upload all this shit to the website so they can't block it. But I'm going to go ahead and start this video to walk through this dude's delusion.
That is awesome. That is nice. It's a great job. You get to meet new people, make them look beautiful. Go ahead and take a look at the menu.
And look, he works. I'm not faulting him for that. He works. He does his job. I don't give a fuck what he does. See, personally, from man to man, I don't care if you're a garbage man. I don't care if you work as a janitor. Look, do whatever you got to do, bro. It's life. And if you enjoy your job, even better. I'm not faulting him for working on bitches' toenails. Okay, I wouldn't do it unless I was super fucked up. But he's working, so I'm not mad at him.
I come to Aloha Nails about twice a month.
And he needs to be fucking her. But she probably ain't gonna fuck him, because he's doing her nails. And that's just fucking the whole masculine trade up. But that's who he really needs to be fucking. It's always funny with these videos. They always got like the female friend who's sexy for real, and she don't fuck with him. And she let him go off and hunt out some foreign fucking unicorn. It's always weird how this works out.
And Caesar does a really good job. He always puts his heart into his work. People request him all the time.
When I tell people I do nails, they're pretty surprised. I learned to do nails from my ex.
See now, right here, where he learned to do nails from, this is where it's clear he was alpha. This dude was completely alpha widowed by a bitch. All this coming up.
She was my high school sweetheart. We dated for 13 years, and when we broke up, I was heartbroken.
Yep. He never poor guy never recovered. See, now the difference when men and women get their heart broken like this is when a woman gets alpha widowed, women can still easily go out and get dick without having to spend $40,000 on it. You see what I'm saying? Women, all a woman has to do is go to a bar, sit down, and buy one drink and just wait and slowly sip it. And there will be a beta bucks somewhere hovering around her it's on a countdown. If she still looks halfway decent. That's what women. The difference is women don't have to do this once they get alpha widow. A woman will just string along random dudes on Tinder and OkCupid and Bumble, and she'll just string along those guys while she's still mentally alpha widowed by Chad when she was 23, and she'll just string them. Where see, men don't have that same option. In a lot of cases, men don't have that same option. So men have to go either like these routes if they don't mentally save themselves before the damage is too far done.
But still a hopeless romantic. It's very important for me to have somebody that's my soulmate. Somebody.
See, the fact that he is looking for a soulmate. That tells you right there, he is looking to get got. And all it's going to take is that one person to figure it out. He's looking to get got. And that's what Ukraine did to him, because that's the dating website he's going to go on. It's some Ukraine website. They said, this motherfucker's looking to get got. We going to get him.
That I can walk the beach with, live our life, and basically like a dreamland. Like I love you.
See what I say, like a dreamland. He is so sick off that media-fueled dream of perfection. He is going to get got by the first woman who's skinny with some makeup on and some long hair that says, hello, baby. And he's going to get got hard. Well, you can tell by the title, $40,000. He never even met the bitch. He got. And I'm not making fun of him, but it's sad. It hurts me to watch men be this fucking weak and pathetic. It hurts me to watch this. If I had to guess, he was probably raised by a single mother. There was no men in his life to tell him any realities. So he feels like he deserves all the dream that women feel like they deserve in life. Because that's what women are, and that's what women, that's what they bleed out on the world, that they deserve more, but simply because they're a woman. And that's the sad reality of what he is. And I'm sad. I feel bad for him. Because most of these guys, man, they genuinely all they really want is love. That's it. And all of this shit compounds when women's greed gets in the way and starts judging everything because Sarah had, a guy spend more money on her or something. And that's where all this economic spending and shit comes from. Is because women can't control their envy and jealousy. That's really it.
And I think I've finally found the one woman that I've been searching for all my life.
See, look.
Her name is Maria. She's 28 years old, and she lives in Ukraine.
Now, I don't know if my older video had got clipped out, because I'm taking YouTube's clips. So they're clipping my shit, because I'm taking their shit, so I'm not mad. I'm not trying to get paid either. Like I said, I'm not trying to get paid off any of the shit. I do this for educational purposes. But, so I'm going to restate what I said in an older video about foreign bitches. When foreign bitches actively seek out foreign men, when bitches actively have to seek out foreign men, that is a clear sign that she is a prostitute at best, if she's even real. It might be a man putting the pictures on the website. She's this big. Okay, she's 28 years old. So the wall, and she's in Ukraine, so she's Slavic. So okay, so she's about to lose all this shit in a couple years. She's like that wall. The wall hits these Slavic bitches hard. Now the Slavic bitches have the benefit of pretty much being born into looking like models. I say 8 out of 10 of them are born into that entitlement. They legitimately look like models for the first 25 years of life. But once that 30 rolls around, they turn into babichka, aka grandma, real quick. And she's 28. Yeah, this picture right here, this picture is probably when she's like 22, 23. That hold on, that other picture is probably a more recent picture.
We met on and
This is probably a more recent picture. You see how she like the shape is like she just looks lower quality. She still doesn't look bad, but that's probably a more recent picture and all. And the other ones are from when she was younger. She's younger in that.
We met on Anastasia.
Younger in that.
It's a very special website that brings Americans
Definitely, she's about 19 in that.
and Ukrainian women to meet each other for a small price. Anastasia Date has a unique system. You could buy flowers, candy.
Oh, now watch this shit coming up.
Then it's up to the girl whether she wants to respond. This is the card and the flowers that I sent her with my email and my phone number on it. This cost me $450.
$450 for some damn flowers and a piece of paper and a piece of cardboard. And hold on, look at the look in her face. The look in her face is that says, I can't believe I got this dumb motherfucker to do this shit. Why doesn't he see it? How much you want to bet she had got raw dogged at least 3 or 4 times that week by some dude at the bar, at the club, whatever the fuck. And then she probably got a knock on the door saying, hey, the guy we hooked you up with on that dating website that we're making money off of you for being on just because you're young and beautiful, we want you to stay on this piece with these flowers and this rose. And she probably only got paid $80 for it. And the pimp company took the rest of it. Then look at her face, and she's still like, how did this dumb motherfucker fall for this? She can't even smile. See, one thing you learn about Slavic bitches is this. They don't fake smile. Slavic bitches these European bitches are not good at fake smiling like American bitches are. American bitches are literally programmed to learn how to string men along. These European bitches, they don't do it that well. And you can tell, look at her face. Like she can't even smile. Because she knows it is some bullshit.
And my phone number on it. This cost me $450. And then
he even had to give a look at the end like, yeah, I know I'm fucked up. But watch this. Look at the look. Like, you can tell when he said it out loud, he realized how dumb that shit sound for at least about a millisecond. It clicked like, ding! That's dumb as fuck. Anyway, I gotta own it. Like, you can tell. But like 2% of him woke up in that clip. But the other 90%, the other 98% beta, hoping for a dream, overrode all that logic.
And then she emailed me back, and there was immediate sparks. Yeah, it was like firecrackers, and everything was just booming off.
There was firecrackers, bruh. Firecrackers playing through a text message. You don't even know if she was the one who was actually texting you. You see how these betas lose track of reality and logic? That could have been a fat dude in his mom's basement writing you this shit. You don't know.
And she's smart, funny. She makes me feel special.
He is so desperate to find what he wants to find that he's going. It's clear he is so desperate, and it's sad, man. Like, he really needs a solid male role model in his life and get out the fucking nail salons and start working in some construction company or some shit with motherfuckers that's paying child support to tell him the reality of what's pop. They would have told him, like, look, from the jump, don't even sign up for this shit because this is bullshit.
She is my soulmate.
Soulmate. Y'all texting. And that's your soulmate. Seriously?
Maria and I communicate every single day. And then she sends me these little videos, and she's giving me pet names like Big Daddy, my husband. Can't wait to be.
See, that's another part right there. He thinks being called my husband is a plus. That tells you where he is. There is still like there is still positive in just existing with a bitch. You see what I'm saying? That's how fucking behind he is in this shit. There is still like any straight man who fucks bitches knows you don't want bitches just to hang out with you. You ain't trying to just talk to bitches and hang out. You don't do that with bitches. That's not what they for. Well, that's what they're for. If you're caught up on some TV media driven dream, that's what they're for.
Love you, my husband.
And look, he fell for that shit, hook, line, and sinker. He fell for that shit. He just cheesing. Get the fuck.
Do you think she's sending those videos to anyone else?
I hope she's not sending those videos to anyone else.
That's sad, man, because he is so pathetic for the dream of love. This is sad.
Did she ever say your name?
No.
Love you, my baby.
She's sending that shit to about 50 other mother. No, okay, she's not sending it. I'll tell you exactly how this shit's working out. She made that video. She sent that to the dating agency. The dating agency has their own telephone numbers for these bitches. And they're sending they're mass texting about 250 guys every day to hustle that money up out of them. Because the average wage in Ukraine is between $300 to $500 US. So if all the motherfucker got to do is sit up behind a computer and mass send these messages that aren't saying their name personally, mass send them, and if that motherfucker makes, out of 250 motherfuckers he's sending this shit to, if he makes $1 a day out the motherfuckers, that's his monthly wage in a day. You see what I'm saying? See, these are the logic goggles that this dude is just not prepared to even acknowledge. He's not texting that girl. He's texting some dude, and the dude is getting these pictures and shit from this girl, and that's who he's communicating with.
Well, when she calls me my baby, that's what she calls me. Baby, hi. I just want to tell you that I love you and I miss you.
How much you want to bet the dating agency gave her cards to read off, and she's reading that shit off? She practiced that English to read off. Because, see, I live in Prague right now, and I'm dealing with these bitches, or I'm dealing with bitches who speak English as a foreign language every day. That English is too good. Okay, she still has an accent, but she's still conjugating words a little too well and a little too proper. And on top of that, the Slavic, see, now I'm on a rant for me being over here in Europe. The rhythm of how they're going to speak is going to be different too. They're not going to be saying the same, like, for instance, like, okay, in Czech, let's say if a word is 3 syllables long, like červený. Červený in English is the color red, but you say červený. You don't say červený. Like, I say červený because I'm saying it with an English accent, and that's how motherfuckers know I speak English. But Czech motherfuckers know, like, yeah, this motherfucker must be English because he's saying it with an English rhythm. She's saying this shit with an English rhythm. I guarantee you, she read this shit off a card, studied how to say it, probably from Google Translate or something that told her how to say it like this, and practiced it and said it. And she's probably getting paid. She's getting money off sending these videos out.
So we're finally going to get to meet in person. I'm planning to fly to Ukraine, and I'm really excited.
How are things going with Maria?
It's going good. She has good heart.
Now, she knows it's bullshit. See, bitches know other bitches. She knows it's bullshit.
And she cares about me for me. And she wants to get married.
See, that's what women do. Women sit there and pretend to be happy and shit for you. That's just what women do, man. She knows it's bullshit.
We've been dating for 5 years, and we've been talking about marriage for a long time.
Why haven't you ever met her in person?
See?
Well, because it's really hard for me to save up the money to do that. she's a receptionist. She's not getting paid that much, so I'm trying to at least help her and send her money.
Like a lot.
I give her probably about like $800 a month.
That's $800 a month is almost double the average wage in Ukraine. But see, he doesn't know that because he's never been over on the side of the planet before. That's almost double the wages of the capital city in Ukraine. If you don't believe me, Google it. Google the average wage in Ukraine, and you go. It's between and that matter of fact, and I know 2 or 3 guys who's from the Ukraine who validated it. They say in Kiev. I always pronounce it wrong. Kiev. The average wage there is around $500 a month. That's the capital city, bruh. So outside capital city, motherfuckers is making $250, $300 a month. And this motherfucker is sitting in double, triple, almost triple what this bitch is gonna make in a month. But she's struggling though. Remember? The fuck out of here.
American dollar goes a long way in Ukraine. She needs to buy clothes for herself. She needs to pay for the cable, internet.
Okay, see, and this is the reason I think, who is she buying these clothes for? Who is she buying this makeup for? A bitch ain't gonna sit up and buy all this makeup just to sit on the phone in a 30-second video with you once a month. Who is she buying all this? She buying it for all those dicks she's getting raw dogged 3 times a week when she goes out. And then she has to hit him up for going out money again at the end of the week. That's where all this money's going.
So every time I get a paycheck, I send her money. Over the years, I've sent $40,000 to Maria.
Bruh.
When are you going?
I'm going to try to go in a couple of weeks.
It's just really fishy to me.
She knows
I
it's
feel like
bullshit.
she's feeding him lies. I don't want to see him get hurt. He's a really nice guy.
Okay, yeah, see. So that's it. She's not fucking him right there. Because he's a nice guy. If a woman ever refers to you as nice, it's over. You are in the friend zone deep. So that's why he's not fucking her.
Overboard excited to go meet her. It's going to be everything I dreamed of. Everything is right on this. I've invested my savings, my time, working 7 days a week. It's got to work. I just feel in my blood that it's going to work. I just can't.
No, okay. I feel in my blood it's gonna work. That's code name. Okay, see that is grown, experienced man talk for. I just want to get got so bad for my illusion. Please come fuck me over.
And get her out of my mind.
Well, I hope it works out the way you hope it does.
Yep, I hope so too.
Hello.
Hey babe, how you doing? How's your day?
Okay, and you?
Pretty good. I missed you.
Miss you too.
I love you.
Love you too.
I still think that we should do Ukraine. We can get like a nice little cheap hotel, and we can go drink some coffee, and we can sit there and chat with your friends because.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you can tell he ain't got no game because he let off with we should get a cheap hotel. You never tell a bitch you don't get a cheap hotel. All right, you never do that. You never say that you're gonna do some cheap shit for a bitch for a bitch. You never do that. You never do that. See, he doesn't have any fucking game at all.
I've always seen all your friends online. I haven't really, to be able like to visit your family and get to learn a little bit about your culture there.
I think it's a good idea, but it's really cold. Now it's cold and it will be difficult, to walk on the street, like to show my city. Better to visit like when it's nice weather.
Yeah, and see that right there could have been anything. That right there could have been she's serious about a boyfriend there now, and she's trying to keep him away. Anything, whatever she said was a lie. You can pretty much guarantee that shit right now. But that could have been some anything.
It's a reason I think it's better for both of us to relax in some nice and beautiful place, like to Mexico.
Right now I'm starting to worry because this isn't the first time that I tried to meet up with Maria. Over the past 5 years, me and Maria, we tried to meet up over 3 different occasions. The first time, the travel agency, they took half of her money. The second time, she said that she missed the flight. The third time, she was missing something on her passport. I have no idea what it was. And I paid for everything. I just want to see her in real life because that's a part of my life that I'm missing. Are you sure you don't want me to go to Ukraine? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. It's better to do when it's nice weather. I was planning to spend time with you, a romantic place, like Mexico, and enjoy each other.
No, I know. Babe, listen, I understand that. I love you, but it's gonna be tough. Money's kind of tight right now, and if we go to Mexico, I'm at least gonna have to have at least $6,000 to $7,000. It's gonna be at least $2,000 for your plane ticket there from Ukraine to Mexico, and then once we get to Mexico, I'm gonna have to pay for the resort and then food. It's really gonna be hard for me to be able to pay for that. I'll tell you what I do. I'm gonna work harder, and I'm going to. I don't know. I'm just gonna start going to work early. I'm gonna start doing whatever I need to do. All right, I'll figure something out, babe. All right, I'm your man, and I love you, and I really care about you, and you're everything to me, and I just can't give up. So I'll figure it out, baby. 'Cause I love you.
I know, maybe so I love you for, a real man, and I love you for it.
Okay, man.
I don't know what to say. I am just so mind blown at that. I'm so mind blown at this shit. There is so many things horrifically wrong with this shit. I'm just, you remember that scene? I don't know if you may have seen Spider-Man. Remember I don't know why this scene popped in my head, but Spider-Man 3. It wasn't a great movie. I liked it because it had more villains in it. But the scene that I'm thinking of, and if you watch Spider-Man 3, you know what I'm talking about. With the Tobey Maguire one. Remember when Sandman was pounding Spider-Man while he was laying on that beam, and people was watching him just like, oh my god, it's just so brutal. And people the whole crowd couldn't even say shit because Spider-Man was getting his ass whooped in front of everybody, and they was just their brains was just so because they had never seen Spider-Man get beat up like that. That's where I am with this shit. That's where my brain went to that same mode. The horror, the reporter said, "Oh my god, the horror of it." That's where this bitch right here. If the brothel is open right now, I will have that bitch butt naked on her knees, sucking my dick off for $50. And that's a generous price for real, because she's not even the best looking fucking thing on the planet. But if I just want something quick, fast, and in a hurry, I will have that bitch on her knees sucking my dick for $50. I guarantee you that shit at one of the many brothels here in Europe. That bitch will be on her knees sucking cock for $50, and she'll do a great job and she'll be happy for it. Get the fuck out of here, man. This motherfucker's talking about, oh, I gotta buy the plane ticket. And, you ain't never thought to see if this bitch can chip in? If you love her so much, that means that she should love you. And if she loves you, she'll do whatever she could. Man, see, this motherfucker, look, I'm getting ready to get off this shit. Because this motherfucker, I'm getting pissed off thinking about it. This shit, man. Wowzers. And you think she really? I mean, why is she wearing this much makeup just to send you a video? Just to send you a video chat with the hoop earrings. She got her hair super done up. Why? You think she did all that shit for you? Why you on the other side of the world? I tell you exactly what she's doing with that. And it's dark outside too. This woman, I'm going to tell you exactly what was going on right here in this clip. She took that money that she earned from this Beta Bucks fool, got done up to go get raw dogged by the village bad boy. And that's where she's headed to right now. She's looking at herself look good, and the village bad boy is gonna take her and destroy her hair, piss that makeup off her face, spit down her throat, bust a nut in her fucking asshole and her all over that face, all over that washed off makeup from the piss, and then kick her out the door. That's exactly where she's going. I guarantee it.